Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Max. I am the fast talking flipper. Angie, it's my better half. She's over there. She said hi. Oh my God. Did you see it? She responded to the camera. She's my better half. She does all the editing and stuff behind the scenes. It's Tuesday. That means it's our midweek pull video series. We'll do one Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Fridays. In Thursday and the Friday, we'll recap that when we do our weekend pull video and do things on that. So today we have 6 orders going out of here for a total of $1,185.49. A great day. My numbers are all screwed up on eBay because I still haven't shipped some orders from yesterday. They're not due out just yet, so I don't have to ship them. They're bigger items. I'm waiting on that, so that's why my numbers are screwed up. But it's I did the math. Math is hard. I did the math on it, and we still had some great sales. Obviously, if we had 6 items going out for $1,185, you can tell we had great sales. My first one is a Snap-on Tools 1/4-inch drive ratchet. It is right. It says 1/4-inch drive. Did I screw this up? Oh boy, I did. I screwed this up. I thought I had a 3/8 drive ratchet and I put 1/4-inch drive. I'm gonna have to get in well, I did have a 3/8 drive ratchet, that's what that is, and I'm gonna have to get in touch with that seller, or that buyer, excuse me, and see what they think they're buying, because that is a 3/8 drive ratchet and I put 1/4-inch drive, which is weird. I don't know how I made that mistake, because that's a model number that I searched for. So yeah, I don't know. That sale may be null and void. But if it goes through, that's a $58.99 sale on that ratchet there, $58.99. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen with it just yet. So yay, fun. Next one, I'm going to put the camera down, go pick these. I've got 2 larger items that I got to get, and it's not going to happen with me holding the camera. Okay, I'm back, and I'm out of breath because I'm fat, and this stuff was heavy. The first one that sold is this Midnight Solar Classic 150. This is, it sold for $500 even. I took an offer on it, $500 even, and I had it listed for like $517.23, just a weird number. Had an offer and I took $500 for it. It's going to Puerto Rico. It is some kind of solar controller. We bought it this weekend for $100 at a yard sale, and it's already going out of here. So we absolutely love that. The other item here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now, even though it's not next on my list, but this is a Sonos subwoofer. It's a Generation 1, super good item to get, heavy as can be. It weighs like 35 pounds. Sold for $399.99, and also picked that up this past weekend. 2 Sonos speakers and that sub for $40. The Sonos speaker sold for $215, and the sub has sold today, one day later, for $400. So in between these two, we paid $140 just this past weekend, and there's $900 in sales. What a great turnaround on that. That's the kind of stuff that keeps you doing this kind of thing, when you can get turnarounds like that going through in just a matter of a couple days. Already get your money back, make a huge profit, and move on to the next flip. I got a vintage Wagner unbranded cast iron. It's a muffin pan. It's going to go to H4, which is down yonder. I can see it in there. Get this out of the way so I can slide that out. Got some stuff that's going to be fun to ship today, that's for sure. Little muffin pan. I think this was in my initial startup, and it sold for $30 even. I believe we took an offer on that. I think it was at $39.99, but it sold for $30 even. I had it in my initial startup. It was just stuff that was kicking around the house that I had picked up over the years of doing auction related stuff, and it just got sat in my inventory, and yeah, that's how it got listed from there. I don't think we got it anywhere. Do you remember getting this anywhere? Was this in my initial stuff? The muffin pan? She has no clue where it came from. I didn't pick it up. It's not something I would normally go to get. I kind of pass over cast iron because I don't know enough about it, and it's not something that's usually appealing to me. So next one, 1/4-inch drive, Snap-on extension handle, plus it's got the where you can put the ratchet in it too. So that one's a special piece, and it's going out of here for $19.99 plus shipping on that easy shipper, thank God, because everything else is a pain. E3 is where I'm headed for a miniature M&M's Dilly. Oh, E3. It's not where I thought it would be. I don't know what this is, and I don't know where we got it. But there it is. Looks like a radio. It's a phone. Like a headset? No, it's an actual telephone. That may be one of the more weird things I've ever seen. That is a telephone, as can be seen by the gentleman with it on his head. And that picture down there, the M&M opens up and you dial from there. And it is a headset. I am surprised that it sold for as cheap as it did, because that went out of here for $14.66 plus shipping. Did we take an offer, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, that's a pretty easy, small sale. 1, 2, and a ratchet. Where did the ratchet go? I lost the ratchet already. Oh, she's got it. So she's emailing the guy. So the ratchet plus these 2, 3, 4, and 6 items going out of here today for $1,185.49. It's with shipping and tax and all this stuff. But we will see you tomorrow. I'm back. It's still Tuesday. Look what I found. I found the right ratchet. Thank you for A&G going back through and looking it up, because this is what I was talking about, where you get confusion. It was buried back there, and I didn't realize I had 2 ratchets in here. I had 1 ratchet in the front and 1 in the back, and she went through and was like, that's not the right model number. Nothing about it's right. But that's even better, because this one sold for $58.99, and it's much smaller, and I don't have to worry about losing a sale. So that answers that. So now we will see you tomorrow. Welcome to Wednesday, guys. Not a big day, but we did have 5 orders, and from yesterday's filming to today. I don't want to say overnight. I don't want to say in the last 24 hours, because I don't remember when I filmed yesterday, and I don't know how many hours it's been. It could be 22 hours, could be 26, could be 30 hours, whatever. You get what I'm saying. So between yesterday's filming and today's filming, we had 5 orders for $135 and some change. They're going to go out of here today. Everything's already set out for the post office that needs to be set out. Plus, I'm going to fill the orders that I have right here and get those set out too. First one is a vintage Utah t-shirt, and I've already pulled this one because it was up top and I didn't want to have to put the camera down immediately. The Utah t-shirt right there sold for $23. So that one is one of the recent ones we picked up. Just a couple houses. I had a terrible day and just happened to see a yard sale and stopped. Picked it up just a couple houses down from mine, and that paid for the entire haul for the day. That's our first shirt that sold out of there. I still have a bunch to list. I've kind of been dragging my feet on it. Angie's staring daggers at me behind the camera because I haven't done it. But yeah, I need to list those shirts and get them on. I did list probably 10 of them or so, and that's the first one to sell. But it paid for everything we got there that day, because I think I only paid $20 for everything, maybe 26 or something. I didn't pay much, but that paid for at least most of it. Everything from here on out, the next shirt that I'll sell will definitely be in a profit, because there's nothing less than $20 in that lot. My next one is a Ferrari F35 Challenge PS2 game on Media 2. Gotta say it to myself, otherwise I'll forget where it's at. It's gonna be towards the end. Yep, there it is, because it's one of the latter ones that we have listed. That's a good game. I remember looking it up when we got it, and I was like, oh, it's kind of shocking that a racing game, it goes for that much. And it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. I got it right up the street in a huge lot of games for $1. I remember I bundled it all. I said, would you just take $50 for this whole bin? And it turned out there was like 55 games in there. I3 is where I'm going next. Some miniature brass. They're like weights. I don't know what you'd really call them. You'll see here in a second. You tell me what you'd call them. I think these. Nope, that's not them. I think these. Nope, that's not them. It says I3. Where'd they be? Where'd they be? There they is. They're already packaged up, so you don't get to see them. They're brass vases, if you're fancy. But they're miniature, and they sold for $10 on an offer. I want to say $10 for them. They might have been listed for like $17.99, and they're just not something that's going to fly out of here. I don't even know where we got them. Don't know how we got them, but I know that we don't have $10 into them, so just kind of took the money and ran. That was one of the topics as well of today that I wanted to kind of get into. Was I saw someone post something on Facebook in one of the reseller groups, and they said they asked about should I take this offer. They had something listed at $250. They showed comps on it, and the comps, 3 of the comps were right around the $200 range. One of the comps was above $400. That $400 I would totally toss out because that seems like an outlier. The 3 that were around the $200 range is where I would put the sales price to be, somewhere around $200. They had theirs listed at $250, hoping that they would get a little bit north of what the average was and get somewhere closer to that $450. They got an offer of $185. I guess they went back and forth on things with this person, and this was their final offer that they could send. They got an offer of $185, and they were like, would you take this offer? And I said, absolutely. Absolutely, I'd take that offer. How long have they been sitting? They said a few weeks. I said, yep, that would be out the door. It was some books. It was 12 books. You got live money sitting in front of you offering $185, which is near what the average sales price would be, and you're going to turn it down so that maybe you can get a little more. You're going to get $20 or $30 more. I'm taking the quick nickel instead of waiting on the quick or the long 6 cents. It's not that much of a difference to get $20 or $30 more that you're not guaranteed on. If you were guaranteeing that that thing's going to sell in the next month or so, or next week or so, I should say, a month isn't worth $20. It's not. Just sell the dang thing and move on. Take that money, reinvest it, and have it turning over for you. That's my advice. That's how our aggressive strategy works, and it's been working for the last week for us. It's kind of how I've always done things, but we got laid back on it. But anyway, to get off the soapbox, because I did pull this item in WCW MWO Revenge for the Super Nintendo, sorry. The Super Nintendo sold for $11.69. I don't know if that was an offer or I don't know how it got $11.69, but that's not a normal number that we would put it at. And this is in the same bin. I should have just pulled it out then. And Disney Infinity, these are power discs. I don't know what these are. Where do these come from? I don't know. I don't know how we got these. Osmosis. That's how we got them. They just appeared. Is that these? No. What are they? I don't even know. Oh, did you get these with the reseller lot?
I don't know what they are. Yeah.
There we go. They don't have the number on the end of them, so that's what confused me. We used a number to identify our reseller lot stuff.
That may have came from the free locker.
Well, then maybe it came from the free locker. One way or another, we didn't buy these. These came to us, well, we would have bought them not individually, but as a lot. We did not make a choice to go out and pick this up off of a yard sale table and walk it to our car. We'll put it that way. We bought it as a forced sale in either a reseller lot or something else. $18 plus shipping. That was an offer. Again, they've sat for a while, so I went ahead and took it because I had live money sitting in front of me. I want to say they were listed $27.99, $24.99, somewhere in there. I just went ahead and took it and said, screw it, let's get it going.
For some reason, it was $22.49.
Yeah, Angie thinks they were $22.49. It may be that low. It wasn't too far. It wasn't like I had them listed for $50 and took $18. It's not that. But $18. I think they came from our reseller lot that we got for free from Lebanon, Indiana. I had to drive up and get it and bring it back. We did buy out a reseller last week. It seems like that's something we're going to do once a year. A gentleman had it posted on Facebook that he was trying to get rid of his resale inventory. It looked somewhat provocative. So we went and took a look and made an offer, and he accepted, and we felt it was a killer deal. I filled up my entire bed of my pickup truck and the entire cab minus my seat all for $600 of decent quality. Some of the stuff is like, you know, you would pick it up for $1 at a yard sale, but you're not going to like go out of your way to spend $10 on it. Some of it is. I would spend $10 on that because I know it's going to sell pretty quick. We haven't gotten into listing it yet just because there's so much of it and we've already got so much inventory we need to move through. You can see our place is getting to be a mess. All the clothes I need to list. All this is my listing of clothes. I need to stop buying clothes. I bought more clothes over the weekend, $1 a pair of pants, but they're new with tags and it's like I can't turn them down. You know, you see the deal and you're like, I can't walk away. I hung up a doggy today. My ADD. Okay, I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. Good morning. It is Thursday, September the 28th. Excuse me. This is our last pull video for this week and another good day of sales. I love it. 7 items, $533.77. And you'll see here in just a second some really, really good stuff. Angie listed this yesterday. It's a Magnavox and it's on Q3. It's a weird one. It is a DVD VCR combo, but it doesn't record either thing. Strange. You can't record DVDs to the VCR and you can't record VCR to the DVD. Odd. You can only record off of the TV what is coming through on the screen as far as the VCR goes. See, this is why I don't like to pick up stuff that's big with the camera and everything because I can't really carry it. But this guy here, $79.99 on this DVD VCR combo. Picked it up over, I want to say this past weekend. I didn't give much for it. Sold it with a blank cassette just so people could record if they wanted to. But I don't know. I think a bundle dealed it and I got it for like $30 in with a whole bunch of other stuff, including that lighter that sold earlier this week for like $50. So 2 items for $120 out of a $30 buy, and we've got a whole slew of stuff on top of that still to list. So that's a pretty good sale there. Next one is a watch. We're going to get... This is where selling watches becomes fun when you have multiple of them and you don't know the product. So you just kind of got to guess. I'm thinking it's this big monstrosity here. Does that look like it? It looks like it. Let's click it and tick it. That's a local joke of seatbelt loss. Click it or tick it, they say. Let's see. That looks like it. What do you say? There and there. Dora, does that look like it's the right one? It does. Okay, I'm going to call that good. And that's the watch that sold. Gave $30 for this whole box full of watches here. It's not full anymore because we sold a couple and we still have a couple to list, I think. But this particular watch, it sold for $101.19. I think it's on an offer. I might have had it listed for like $114 or something along those lines. I sent out offers yesterday, so that's why it's going out of here like that. Next one. Oh, look at that. We got a viewer sale. It's Segan. That's my man. Hell yeah. Segan, I'm going to resell it. He bought this guy here, and I love that because he's a great content maker. If you don't know his channel, $4.99 plus shipping on that little, it's a Weeble right there. If you don't know his channel, go check him out. I'm a resell it. He just cracked 1,000 subs, and he makes great content. I love watching. I get up and watch him on Sunday mornings. He goes out to flea markets and live streams on Sundays, and we chit chat there. So thanks for stopping in, Segan. I appreciate you making the purchase there. Appreciate that, man. My next one, I'm going to sell Leatherface Chainsaw Massacre 3. It's that time of year. It is that time. Say hello, little man. No, you're my big boy. I don't call you little man. That's my big boy. His name is Odin. He's an idiot. Love him. Left the door open so they can just wander in and out. Got this for $1. I think it sold on an offer because it's an odd price. The price being $16.55. $16.55 going out of here plus shipping. Got that at the 60 Mile yard sale with a whole bunch of other horror VHS tapes. Oh boy, let's see. Serta. This is our. We gave like $10 a piece for these, which is a good deal. It's the price is good. It's just they don't sell quickly, so they sit for a while. And here's what it is. It is a not much room to get it out. It does have a handle. Look at that. That's fancy. Awesome. It is a twin air mattress. We bought 2 of them. Gave $10 a piece for them at a friend of ours who wholesales items, and he's got a wholesale liquidation business. He had a whole pallet of these things, and I figured, you know, 2 of them for $20, and it took them a long time to sell. That's the last one, but when they do sell, they sell for decent, $44.99. Just, I don't like tying up that much money. I know it's not much. I know it's only $10. $44.99 plus shipping. It's only $10. I get it, but it sat for a long time. To just put $10 on the shelf and leave it set for 9 months to a year, I don't like that. I would have much rather this have, if I'm going to spend 10 and wait that long, it needs to sell for over $100. It needs to sell $100 to $200 in all honesty. That's kind of where I want to be. I'd much rather be into that for 5 or less for that kind of profit margin, just because the amount of time that you spend storing that is not it's not equitable. That doesn't make any sense. My next item is, we sold the 1/4" drive, and I screwed up and pulled the wrong one on Monday. I'm pulling the right one now. The 3/8 drive ratchet sold today, and that one sold, again, I think on an offer, $32.19. Going out of here, $32.19 for that guy. Easy shipper. I like the easy ship. The other stuff that's bigger is not going to be fun. I sold a Pink Floyd record, and this is a doozy. This is one I picked up last year at a yard sale right at the end of the year. It was like in December, I think, that we went to a yard sale, and I got this. I kick myself every time I sell something out of this this lot of records, because I should have bought the whole thing. I just should have. I can't see any of this stuff. I should have bought the whole dang thing, and it really, it's the one that got away. Even though I got a whole bunch of great stuff, you know, I got, like, I'm looking at it now. I have Rolling Stones, Black Sabbath, Billy Idol, ZZ Top, Armageddon. Give me a second. I'm going to put the camera down because I want to dig through this and don't want to drop anything. Okay, I found it, and I already put it on the table. Records are a fickle beast, but there it is. It was in there, and this was a good one. $119.99. This is, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a rare version. It's nothing special. It is not a first printing. It is a very narrow printing that happened from, like, very short time. And it took me a long time to look these up. This kind of stuff is why I both hate and love records, because if you know your ins and outs of them, you can make a lot of money. I bought this for $1 and I'm selling it for $119. It took me a long time. It took me, 9 months to be able to sell it, but it finally went out of here at $119 plus shipping, and I had to search and search and search to figure out exactly which copy I had. So that's going out of here today. That sums up our 3 days, which I think was a pretty darn good 3 days, because we probably sold, what, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 in 3 days. We had a busy week. We're doing pretty darn good. Q4 is right around the corner. It's this weekend. Tomorrow, we're going to be at the Reseller rally, the early meetup, and then we go on the boat ride with John and all his friends, all of our friends. We plan on seeing a bunch of people there. I know Trading Post Pickers is going to be there, and I've seen some other people post about it as well. So I look forward to seeing all you guys there. If you're out and about and we catch up with each other, fantastic, look me up. But until the next video, we will see you on the next one.